Why your videos? Basilia, I don't know why your video is not connecting. I think you should. I think you should put on your video before coming in. I think that is why. Okay. All right. Okay. That is Infinix Hot. Okay. I don't know why. Don't know why this guy's video asks to start video. Asks to start video. Okay, please, I'm waiting for other people to join so that we can start the class. Right now, we just have 4 participants. Sorry, I came in late, so I'm trying to put in all the, I've just sent all the links to people, so they'll start coming in gradually. So you just have to be a little patient while they all come in. Okay, just have to be a little patient. We just have 4 persons. I need more people to show up because I just posted the stuff.
Okay, it's all about how to sing better. How do I get to score songs, and the way in the other time you were talking about breaking songs to levels so that you could like sing and play along with the song, not just singing the way maybe someone sing maybe while scoring, trying to sing better. So I think that's just.
Okay, did you attempt that thing I said? Did you attempt it, like put the words, the song you're about to sing, put them in syllables, then you now start the way the person sang it, whatever tone quality or whatever tone stuff or whatever effect or style the person placed on a syllable. Have you attempted it so far since that day?
Okay, I was singing and I tried to do that, but I didn't really sit down to write it down. I was singing a song and I remembered the lesson.
No, you have.
And I tried to.
You have to learn. See, you can't know it because you heard it. You know it by practicing it. You know it by practicing it. If you don't practice it, you are wasting your time. I'm telling you from my experience. You have to deliberately practice it, even if it does not make sense. You have to practice it. So what we will do, before you start saying it didn't work or you can't understand, try it first. It is in the trying. One thing I know about the brain has the capacity to adapt or to understand or to solve puzzles. If you try it over and over and over, it is when it starts becoming too difficult. That is when you can try to reach out to somebody like me and say, listen, I'm trying. I don't know why I'm ending up here. Then I can now easily direct you to where you should end up. That will be better.
Okay, sir.
So thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's talk about Amarachi. You'll be following me for some time. So what are your challenges when you sing?
Well, I don't really know how to put them, but actually I have a number of songs I'm trying to work on now.
Okay.
So it's majorly the songwriting issue. That's why I'm
okay,
really
you want
keen.
to really understand that songwriting thing.
Yes.
You want to understand the songwriting. All right. So when you sing in church, that means you do not really bother about the singing. You just want to write songs. You want to be a songwriter, or you want to write and sing the song?
No, I sing. I sing too. I sing in church too. But I just want to do it right. Like that's just I want to be perfect.
Okay, let me even ask one question again. How many of you like what's this guy's name? Nosu? Wisdom. Hmm? Let me ask Wisdom. Wisdom. Oh, he just went out. Okay, let me continue with Mr. Wisdom. Okay. Do you want to be a music artist or you want to be a singer? You see, let me tell you, these professions are very important. So what is your aim in music? What is the end game? What is the focus? Your audio is not coming out. Something is wrong with your audio. Mr. Wisdom, check your audio. You're talking and I'm not hearing. You must have not clicked a button that is making me not hear. Check your screen.
Are you hearing me?
I'm hearing you now. Yes. I'm hearing you.
Are you hearing me?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I'm hearing you. Continue. What do you say?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
What I'm saying is that the end game for me, the goal is to be a gospel artist, to be a gospel minister, to both sing and also have my own songs be sung by other people.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me throw this last question so that we can start now. I'm waiting for every other person. I don't know why they have not yet joined. So, but let's just start. Okay. Let me ask, who are your mentor or who is your mentor? The music artist in town, everybody that is, who is your mentor so far? Wisdom, who is your mentor?
I would say my mentor is Dynamite Z.
And is it gospel or secular artist?
It's gospel. Then I try to model Donnell McCloughan.
Donnell
McCloughan.
Yeah, can you sing that high? You know, he's a high pitch.
Yeah. I think when I'm into singing, I can do those things.
All right, thank you.
When the spirit
moving.
that leads me the wrong way leads me, I used to go high.
Mm-hmm.
And I stay comfortable. Yeah. So okay. I need to learn how to stay on that high key steady.
I told you initially it is your nose that helps you to go very high. When you put tone, when you start practicing using your nasal tone, okay, I'm having Syntec. I don't know why your video is off, but let me hear what you have to say. Just hold on, Wisdom. Syntec or Syntiche. I don't know how to pronounce your word. Okay, you can talk now. Who is your mentor? You have something to say? Say something. I'm not hearing you. Syntec or Ola or Ola.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Yes. They are hearing you. Yeah.
Good evening.
Yeah.
My network was having some issues, so when you couldn't hear anything. All right. So basically, I sing in church.
Okay.
I'm a choir leader, and I love everything that has to do with singing. I've been when I was a kid. Yes, and like that, even till now, in church and all. So I want to say that I sing comfortably, or to at least to an extent, though not like having this trying to be an artist. I just want to bless people in the gospel ministry in church or by invitation to sing out people. So I just one major challenge I think I have is if I'm stressed or maybe I don't get to sing for a while, I find it difficult to maintain my notes. I can sing on very high keys. I have a good soprano, but I find it difficult. voice begins to cease, and then it takes me so long the time to
Okay,
get
okay,
back
okay.
where I used to
I've
be.
heard you.
So
So,
I really don't know what the challenge or how to go about.
yes, what the challenge is what we call tonality problem. The first course we spoke about was on tone quality. There's a course called tonality. You know, because this session is a free session, so I wasn't able to give you so much information. We just gave you like 15% of what we teach in school. But I'll throw this one out since you just brought it up, is what we call tonality. Tonality is the ability to differentiate sound or recognize sound. If your tonality is sharp, you can never go off key or off timing, or you will always be on key. That, in practical sense, it means that you start doing one thing which I put all my students through. I tell them to buy a headphone, something like this. I get them to buy this headphone, not earphone. You see, something like this. Everybody gets this kind of headphone. They get this and they connect it to their phone or any device that will be playing the particular jazz song I'll be giving to them. And they start sleeping with it. You start sleeping with it. You start sleeping with it every night. I don't know the time you sleep. Maybe you sleep by 10. Whenever you want to sleep, you start doing this. And I tell you the truth, the moment you do this consecutively for 14 days, I did mine for 3 months, you will be so tone freak. When I mean tone freak, you can never miss a key. In fact, before you hold the microphone to sing, instrumentals will be playing in your head. The instrumental chord that's supposed to go for the song is already in your head. And it's so easy for you if you're going to, it's so easy if you're going to write songs or release songs and all that stuff. You understand? This, like we actually sell them for 8,000. The headphone. There are some for 15, there are some for 25,000. It's so expensive. You understand? Not earpiece. Let me show you an example of earpiece that I said no to. Okay, there's one here. These are stuff like earpiece, you know, all these ones that you guys put in your ears. These are earpiece. They don't really work so well. So don't use them. I only use them when I want to, you know, do one or two, just listen to something or other. But when it comes to the therapy, you must have your headphone on. All right? So this will tidy that thing up. It will cure that part where you'll be singing flat or singing off or whatever the case may be. All right? So that is it. Please, can you pronounce the name properly for me? Is it Sinteche or Sintiche? What is it?
It's Sintiki.
Sintiche.
Sintiki.
All right, all good. We are good. So let us start
it's
class.
the Bible.
You said what? Okay, let us start the class now. Let us start the class now. All right, good morning, everybody. My name is Richmond Arthur Johnson. You're all welcome to today's class. I'll also be waiting for other students. The channel is open for those that will join. The moment they join, I will find a way to admit them and then we'll continue. Yesterday, we were actually supposed to, we were having the class to a certain point where I was, there was no net, there was no power, and my laptop just tripped off and there was nothing I could do about it. I really want to teach you guys, but anyway, whatever the case, we'll just see what we can do. I think I'm recording this session so that I can post it back on the group. Now, listen, guys. Many of you want to become some music artists. Let me tell you the truth. My academy, we're actually doing a lot of stuff to get more music artists floated everywhere, mostly gospel. is run by City Hill Records. City Hill Records, which is my school, City Hill Music Academy. We want to bring out the best and the best of artists. So far, so good. We've been able to put together 21 artists. Now, very soon we'll start releasing everybody. The songs, actually, most of the songs I wrote it for them, because what happens is that when you come into my academy, I will hear your idea, I will hear your songs, then later I can start to correct a lot of things, rewrite the song for you. Before we even talk about rewriting the song, I need to know your temperament, your psychology, everything about you before we can now create the sound. All right? So let's move on. Songwriting. I don't have, in my school, it takes, I think in my book, it's almost like 10 pages discussing songwriting. But I will just bring out the important points. Since this is more like a seminar and it's a kind of a free session, we'll just take the important points and start discussing it. All right? So let's continue. Okay. Now, before you ever write a song, before you ever put a song in place, you should first of all know that the song is first of all for the listeners, not for the writers. Most of the time you think you are inspired to write. No, you are not supposed to be inspired to write. You are supposed to be inspired to produce a sound that somebody should like to hear. You understand? So if you have that picture in your mind, you will not be writing songs anyhow, because you need the person who will listen to the song to be, how will I put it, to be happy enough to listen to your sound. All right? So if that is in the picture, then we will now talk about the song. Song basically are written sounds or written, lyrical sounds that are melodious to the mind, are melodious to the hearing, that are soothing to the hearing. Songs are supposed to soothing the soul. They're supposed to soothing the mind every time they listen to it. They're supposed to have a redirection. You understand? A focus and redirection every time it is done. So now when you put that in mind, knowing that the song is supposed to soothing the soul or heal the mind of the person, you don't write any song because you think it's nice. For example, because you think taking chloroquine will cure malaria, doesn't mean you will force it on everybody or on anybody.
Song.
Okay.
As written songs that is melodious to the hearing, it has to be focused and redirected. That was where you stopped.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you're also talking about tonality.
Okay, I talked about tonality. Now, what is one of the essence of that tonality? Drew.
You said it's able to distinguish between voices.
Yes, and I said something about putting on a headphone for the therapy. I don't know if you saw my video on that. So that is very powerful.
Before
headphone, you have to sleep with headphone every night. Something like this. Very, very, very important. This is what builds your tonality. This is what makes everyone a singer. This is what makes you a singer. If it's not there, you may have challenge having it on you. All right? So if we've sorted that, let's go to songwriting. All right? I said so many things about giving you the idea of songs. There are some things we will not be able to talk so much more, except we go for an advanced program. Now, first of all, there are things like, okay, somebody's trying to come in. There are things like the psychology behind the song. Psychology behind the song. Every human being has its, how will I call it, receptive points. Every human being have his or her receptive points. So what that means is that every human being accepts certain kind of sounds or certain kind of music. It is not because you think you wrote the song well that gives you the guarantee that whoever is listening to it would like it. No. So you need to write songs that every individual or any individual can love. For example, you know, some of this, how will I put it? You have the, what we call genre of music, where you have songs like reggae songs, you have hip hop, you have R&B songs, you have, you know, those different genre of songs. Now, there are people who are reggae freak. They like reggae songs. Once they just hear that reggae beat, woo, they are off. There are some people who like Afro beats. There are some people who like our regular folk songs. You see, different songs and people liking them. Now, the problem here is, how do you now write a song that people who like reggae or people who like Afrobeat or people who like different genres, having people who like different genre of music to like your song? That is the most difficult part. And that is why I keep telling you, don't think that you wrote a good song. Don't ever think so. But you just have to do what we call the ripple effect kind of songwriting. Ripple effect kind of songwriting is when you, sorry, I'm making a lot of explanation around the background. I'll hit my point later. The ripple effect is, for example, why songs are tied to temperament and songs are also tied to sounds is because of this. The ripple effect, for example, there are 4 temperaments in the world, 4 temperaments. Every human being falls under these 4 temperaments. Now, listen, this course I'm actually teaching are courses that will teach our music artists who pay a lot of money for training before they go to the studio. But it's good we tell you now, and I need to take it seriously, but it does not come all the time. Now, there are 4 temperaments, and these temperaments are, the first one is melancholy temperament. We have the sanguine, we have the choleric, and we have the phlegmatic. I come again, we have the melancholy, we have the sanguine, we have the choleric, and we have the melancholy. Now, those are 4 temperaments. You want to say something that wrong?
No.
Okay. Now, these 4 temperaments, let's talk about the first one, the melancholy. Melancholies are people who listen to music with strings. You know, string instrument playing in the background of the music. You will always get the melancholy people to like it. Every song with strings, piano, strings, that's why many melancholies are basically worship or not hymnals. Like, you know, strings are many played in classical music, hymnal songs, even to rock music. You know, strings. These are people who have more focus in lyrics. They like your discussion. They like those artists that talk stories in their song, that talk about politics, that do a lot of stuff, talk so much. Melancholies are people who can listen. They are very sensitive to details. So when you're doing your music, it must be detailed. So you can win a melancholy like that. And now, talking about the ripple effect. If, for example, you as an artist, before you write a song, don't be a sanguine and be writing a song that pleases melancholies. That is not smart. You will not even be, how will I put it, comfortable singing it. It's not smart. So if you, all right, so in respect to what we've been discussing, we're going to talk about, we said a song, knowing the genre of song, then it attached to temperaments. Because let me tell you the truth, when you come to my academy as a music artist, I sit down, do a psychological evaluation with you for like 2 hours, knowing your likes and dislikes. We'll talk a long time, know your favorite colors. Everything affects the sound you create. If you go and start singing a worship, maybe becoming a worship music artist, and you are more like a praise artist, Well, you'll be able to sing, but you will not, you will not function in your full capacity. That is why you need to know, who are you? What sound are you connected to? Or what sound? Because sometimes you connecting to sound may start from when you were a child. Maybe your father loved reggae music, and every day your father is always playing the reggae song, and before you know it, that is the only sound you got to hear. And somehow it affects your being, it affects your personality. And so when you now grow up to now do music professionally, you now discover that any sound in line with, those wild clave piano sound and the reggae sound, you tend to like it more. You don't just say you want to be a reggae artist. You must be very, very much exposed to it. One of the temperaments I noticed that are good for worship is choleric and sanguine. A choleric and a sanguine temperament would do worship greatly. Did I mention that? Okay, I only mentioned cholerics. Sorry, I'm very sorry. I only mentioned that of cholerics. Sorry, I said cholerics. Because of this breaking and timing. Melancholy, I said they love strings. I said they love strings. Now, when it comes to sanguines are happy people. They love beats. Boom, 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 boom. They love beats. Sanguines can function so well as praise singers or hype singers. You understand? Even if they write songs, their songs must flow in that line of hype. Otherwise, they will just not be fulfilled. Sanguines are hyper people. They are always happy. They are always looking for what that will make them, excited. They are party freaks. You understand? They are party freaks. And if they will have to do any song, oh, I'm having somebody here. Okay. They are party freaks. So if you have to do worship, somebody is talking in the background and is making noise. So you have to be in a quiet place. All right. Okay. So they are party freaks. These people do not, what's the word again? Okay. They like beats. They are very good with beats. And some of you who have pastors are sanguine, one of the things you notice, they are always dancing. They can dance and celebrate. And even if you're talking with them, they're always smiling. They easily smile. They are sanguines. Sanguines do not, in fact, one of the things you observe as sanguines is that they don't reason or they don't consider anything before they jump into conclusions. They are always, anything exciting them, they excite them. But anything that will frustrate them, you see the frustration in their temperament. The cholerics are slow. They don't, force things. They are very careful. They reason, they check the plus and minus before they take a leap. And so they like strings, because strings are stuff that helps to talk to their mind. Then we have the choleric. The choleric are the adventurous ones. The adventurous ones. They are very adventurous. They like dynamics. All these, ho, oh, ho, ho, hey, ma, oh, and they like stuff like all these a cappella songs, all those songs that have those slurs, those stop notes. Like if you say, and they're good worshippers because they take risk and they can be very loyal. They're a very loyal set of people, and they have this also leadership, temperament or leadership spirit. These are stuff I shouldn't have been saying here. And they are deep stuff. They help to connect your songwriting. So I said dynamic. So if you're doing songs like I put you in front of my name. You are all that matters. You are all that matters. I'll make room for two. Now those are dynamic effect notes. I'll make room for two. You and I, G, whatever. I don't really know the song, but I just, beat and pieces of the song. Now, what I'm trying to get here is that cholerics are people You know, because they are risk takers. They like futuristic statements in lyrics. Every lyrics that will talk about future benefit, and they are very optimistic. Optimistic in the sense they are always positive. They always want things to be a plus. They don't like to hear it's not working. So everything they do is positive. If they preach faith, it's faith. If they sing faith, they sing faith to the end. You understand? Then we talk about the last one, which is the flag. Flag do not have any direction. Flag, whatever you say goes for flag. If you sing reggae in front of flag, flag will like reggae. If you sing a hip hop, they will like hip hop. They don't have a choice. They don't want trouble. As much as everybody is happy, they are happy. That is the flag people. Now, all these things are considered when a music person is trying to be a music artist, right? Now, this course I just gave you is freebie. I don't really talk about, I don't want to go deep into it, so it doesn't go off the idea of songwriting. So I'll pick it somewhere and drop it. So let's talk about the song itself. The song itself is like this. Before we talk about song structuring, where you write chorus, verse, how to structure a song, we'll talk about considerations, what you should consider before writing a song. Those of you who want to write a song, these are things you should consider first. One, first consideration is that the song must have a goal and purpose. Every song that is not goal-oriented, what I mean goal is, for example, where do you want the song to be played? Or where do you want the song to be sung? Do you want the song to be done or in the church? Those of you who are church folks. Do you want it to be done in the clubs? Do you want it to be done in birthday parties? Do you want the song to be relevant for weddings? These are the things you consider before writing songs. You don't say you're inspired. What kind of a talk is that? Inspired to do what? Inspiration can give you a guide, but does not write the song. Does not write the song. Writing a song is different from I was having my bath and something fell on me and I just started writing. No. You will not write a good song like that. No. The song, first of all, must have a goal. For example, are you writing a song? If you say, okay, my song should be played in church, where in church? Which part of the church program can your song be played? Is it in worship? Can your song be done as a worship song in church? Or can your song be done as a praise song in church? Or can your song be done as a special number for the choir to sing? Or can your song be done maybe when a pastor wants to inspire people to pray? Can your song fit into that line that will inspire people to pray? Have you considered all these things before thinking you are moved? No, these are important facts. Have you imagined if you are singing the song on stage, how would the people be impressed with what you're saying? Those are considerations. When I say goals, or are you doing the song for maybe weddings? Somebody just wedded. There's this song that was very popular at the time. Ọlọ́run mi, òní tèmi, ọ̀rẹ́ mi, Ọlọ́run fẹ́. Now that song was good for weddings. Every wedding, they must play that song. Every wedding, they must play that song. Now if you listen to that song was done by gospel artists. But there was no Jesus around the song. And today, the guy became very popular because of that song. Every wedding, he was having gigs, he was having invitations because of that song. Focused on wedding. The same thing done by this guy too. There's many artists who have written songs for weddings. Some for birthdays. Some for anniversaries. Can your song enter any of these lines? Some for clubs. There are some of my artists then that came, gospel guys came and we wrote songs that fit in clubs. There are some I have written. I was with one of producer, I think yesterday. And there's one of the artists we did the video, one of my students, we did a musical video. He said the song that he did, it doesn't make sense, but it cannot just leave his head. The song is, Omewo mama e, Omewo mama e, Omewo mama e, Jehovah do me well, oh Yama. No, very, very local, easy flowing song. They said, my brother, do you know that the song is in my head every day, that I can't forget to sing that song? I was just laughing. I told him that song, I actually wrote it for the lady because it was her nature, her personality, and we wrote it. And the song, we've not released it yet for the general public. The people listening to it are already obsessed. She said in our office, you know, when they just heard the few parts that we've done, everybody keeps singing the song. And that brings me to the second point. The second point in songwriting, second consideration in songwriting, that your song must be as easy, simple as possible, that a 5-year-old and a 75-year-old can sing without a problem. If a 5-year-old child and a 75-year-old can sing your song without stress, bam, you don't blow. That song can go far. But you guys, what you do, you will write, in fact, you will write 3 pages on one song. I'll be wondering, who have time to be learning your verses? The people that can sit down to listen to your verse are melancholy people. Melancholy, people with the melancholy temperament. Those are the ones that have the time to be listening to you. All right, so people are sending me some messages. You can chat me, ask me questions on chat. Okay, Drew Anon. So please ask your question now. I'm just looking at your, so your chats. So just chat me now.
Hello.
Okay, Drew, you can send in your chat so that I can attempt to answer you. All right. So now, the other, we said the second consideration is to simplify your songs. And the last consideration is to follow trends. Make sure your song is done under recent trend. Make sure your song is done under recent trend. Do you know what I mean by that? What I mean by that is that your song must be familiar with the kind or type of music that is happening in your season. For example, for those of you who go to church, who are church folks, you will know that this season is basically worship music. All those songs, all those slow tempo, you know, slow rhythmic songs, and songs that inspires prayer. That is a song that is making sense now. So it is smart for those whose temperament are for worship. You know, worshipers, perfect temperament for worshipers are basically choleric and sanguine. If you have these two temperaments, this choleric and sanguine temperament together, you're a good worshiper. If you have the, what did I call again? Now, Drew said, does having one temperament as an artist not make you a monotonous singer? Listen, naturally, every human being does not really have one temperament. It's very rare to have one person just running one temperament. There's what we call the dominant temperament and the recessive temperament. So your dominant, because I just mentioned this because they are the basic. So we have the dominant temperament and the recessive. So the dominant can be choleric, for example. For worshipers, the best temperament for worship singers or worship leaders are dominant choleric, sanguine recessive. Some cases you also have dominant choleric, melancholy recessive. Now, two of them have their different ways of worship. Now, the dominant choleric and recessive sanguines are those aggressive worshipers. You see, when they worship there, you see them very charging. Who am I that you are mindful of me? Oh, no. Those are choleric and sanguine. Why the melancholy? They don't shout too much. You are the Alpha and Omega. You give you all the praise. Oh, you are my maker. They are the ones that are very, you know, they are, how will I put it? They are not too loud, but they love to express their love for their maker each time they worship. And they talk a lot of how would I put it? Proverbial words, sweet words, words that would be very impressive. Those are the choleric, melancholy. Those are the two great temperaments that can run. As per the dominant must be choleric. Now there are some whose dominant is melancholy. If you have a dominant melancholy, you have to go for strings. It is only dominant choleric that would go for dynamics and talk. They are always with the stop notes. Why the melancholy they just sing? For example, I almost let go. Imagine if the melancholy is in the worship family. I felt like I just couldn't take a life anymore. There is no one can hold my Lord and majesty. Oh, mama. I'm just playing around. So those you can easily just put together for the melancholy. Drew said, does making a song simple also involve techniques? Yes. I gave you a song for every one of you to listen, and I did. I did that as a sample for those of you to hear, because a 5-year-old will not be able to sing long runs as well, melisma. I understand. As for the old folks, because they might have lost their vocal agility, they might not sing some song. No, what I mean by songs is basically when it comes to remembering the reading, the lyrics. It may not be just like, Ekweme, Ekweme, you are the living God. Oh, is there no one like you? It's not hard now. They will just sing. But there are some people who sing their song, they will be, oh God. This my time is not, I'm praying that this will just, I have very few, about 29 minutes before they shut down this thing again. All right, anyway, where was I? The song must be simple. What I mean simple, short as much as possible. The song I told you all to go on YouTube, there's a reason why I told you guys to go on YouTube to listen to the song. That was when I sang, there is none like you, oh, ancient of days. There is none like you. You understand? Now, that song, there is none like you, can be the only song that the person will hear. And if you listen to that song, I was repeating the song, the same words over and over. I was repeating it over and over and over and over, repeating it. Saying it in different dynamics effect. I will say it this way, different from the other way. I was repeating the same thing. I'm trying to warn every one of you. Don't put so much verse. These days, people don't have time for your verses. They don't have time for your verse. You understand? They don't have time for your verse. So these days, it is now make the song simple as possible so that people can easily flow with your song. All right? So we've talked about the consideration. First of all, it must have a goal and purpose. Second, you must, second one was make it simple enough. Then the third one is trend. Follow the already existing trend. What is happening? What kind of music are people appreciating? What music is the people around you are flowing with? So those are what we mean by trends. Don't do something that is different, difficult, and something that is new. Once you do something that is new, something that is different, and something that is difficult, you have to change, because if you do it, you would be able to meet up the standard of songwriting. Then let us talk about song structuring that will close this meeting. Okay, how do you write songs? How do you put it in order? Song ordering, song composition. The first one is you first of all think of the purpose of a song. the purpose of a song, all right? So when you get the purpose of a song, let's imagine, what a purpose, maybe you want to write a song for weddings, for example, that is a goal. Then later you now decide that inside the goal, it should be, the song should be talking about love, or the song should be talking about longevity in marriage, or the song should be talking about partnership. You understand? Those are purposes. So you will now work on the purpose. Then when you finalize or gotten the idea of the purpose, you can now talk about title. So you have to now put a title to the purpose. You understand? You put a title to the purpose. And most times your titles must be in abstract form. In abstract form. It must be in abstract form. Okay. My internet is saying it's not stable. Are you guys hearing me now? Okay. The wrong, if you're hearing me, just wave your hand. Let me be sure. All right, all right. So let's continue. So your song must have a purpose. Now the purpose, then you now put a title to it. Every title must be phrasal, in phrase form. Never put a sentence as a title. For example, if you say, holy are you, Lord. Maybe that is you chose that holy are you, Lord, as a title. Oga, you know, go sell. Just dump that idea. Move straight to, what's the word? Move straight to phrase. You can say holy as a title, or Lord as a title, or you, Lord. You understand? You must never make your title more like a sentence. All right? So the third part is you now have to create a chorus. A chorus is a repetitive musical phrase, not sentence. Every chorus must be phrasal in nature. It must not be like a sentence. You see, every of you, those of you that used to write a chorus and make it more like a sentence, I pity you. It is smarter to make your, what's the word? To make your chorus in phrase form. Never create a complete sentence when you are writing chorus. In fact, that helps the chorus to be short. The shorter your chorus lyrics, the better opportunity of people able to sing your song. For example, if your chorus is, He has made me well, I am so much well. He has made me well, thank you, Lord. Now you are talking. That one will not sell. Nobody will be joining you to sing. You know why? Because if people already calculate that this is what you are saying, they move on to the next thing. Why do you think foreign movies are better than home videos? Because in foreign movies, they keep making you guess what the next move will be. Why Nigerian home videos, they just tell you the straight. In fact, you can even predict the end of the video. Even there's some comedians that will say you can predict the movie by just looking at the poster. You understand? Because these are the things you don't give. The human brain is created to solve puzzles. We are always solving puzzles. So that's why your chorus must be in phrase form so that the audience can fill in the blanks. All right? Okay, so if that is being understood, or your chorus, when we say, He has made me well, now I am so well. What about if you say, He made well, I'm well. He made well, I'm well. You see, you're saying the same thing, but you just it's just like shorthand, you just shortened it. And that is how you should put a chorus in place. You understand? That's how you should put a chorus in place. You understand? All right, move on to the other part, which is, where was I again? We have the chorus. Then you now have the verse. The verse is designed to explain the chorus. The verse is designed to explain the chorus. It is in the verse that you are not allowed to put all the full sentence. You understand? To now explain what the chorus was trying to say. That is what the verse is for. Then you now have the bridge in a song. After the verse, you have the bridge. The bridge is supposed to re-emphasize or re-explain or re-express the chorus with another rhythmic sound, another rhythm, still in the same. There's what we call polyrhythm. Polyrhythm is when you are plugging in two different rhythm of music together. You understand? But the bridge is actually floating another rhythm or another timing rather, as against the chorus. It's just to explain more on the chorus, re-emphasize or re-echo the chorus. The vamp is to conclude the music at the end of the day. Now, this is the song structuring. But what I've discovered for today's commercial music, when I mean commercial music, songs that people can start taking as, you know, a take-home kind of music, the best form of writing song is purpose, title, chorus, bridge, finish. If you can remove the verse. Verse these days is not selling, is wasting people's time, it will not do so much. This is the smartest thing to do. All right. Now that we've come to this point, I would like to employ every one of us here to. There's a program I'm designing. There are two programs I'm designing. One is to train people to become music directors, professional music directors. Then the second one is to train people to record a song, to be it's just like, will I say City Hill Music trying to sign you up? Eventually they will sign you up. So, because we're looking out to raise the upcoming artists, put their songs out there as much as we can. So we're working on it. We're doing so much work on it. So I would like you guys to start planning towards this. I'm going to advertise it on the group, how we tend to go about the music directing and music artisting. Yeah? So I will encourage you to start looking forward to it, and it will be a wonderful moment. So thank you very much. I don't have time to pick up questions now. I would like us to start asking questions in the group. Tomorrow, I'm going to create another opportunity. We're supposed to end the program today, but tomorrow will be days of questions. So put all your questions together. I will start answering them, and it's just questions and answer meeting for tomorrow. So thank you so much. Let us go into the group and we'll start discussing.